For nearly a half a year, most businesses have been open either 75% or 50%. And during that time, too many Texans have been sidelined from employment opportunities. Too many small business owners have struggled to pay their bills. This must end. It is now time to open Texas 100%. Everybody who wants to work should have that opportunity. Every business that wants to be open should be open.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahshua, Bashar Chakadas, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were on the truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered brother at the four corners of the earth. Today, the brother Ayawab come back to today with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashar Chakadas, going in on lifting of mask mandates and the COVID-19, lifting of the restrictions. Because as you see right here, it says Texas governor lifts mask mandate and okays businesses to operate at 100% capacity. It says Texas governor, this from RT News. This was March 2nd, 2021, which was technically yesterday. It says Texas Governor Greg Abbott has lifted many of the COVID-19 restrictions in his state, permitting businesses to operate at 100% capacity starting March 10th and repelling the requirement for people to wear face coverings. So you see that before this, man, you had people, you had businesses, you had the quote unquote local businesses, local restaurants. Support your local restaurants. Support your local businesses operating at 20% capacity. You could only have this amount of workers. You could only have this amount of customers in this place at a time. Restaurants, especially like here in Kentucky, you can only, each seat, each in the restaurants, each sitting spot, table, you had to have a table in between each people, if you get what I mean. You had to have a table in between each people eating. So, with Texas okaying businesses to operate at 100% capacity, you don't have to have any closed off sections. You don't have to have anybody, you don't have to have any X marks on table seats or anything. You can have as many people as you want in restaurants, as many people as you want in, local shops, stores, food marts, and everything, man. You go to a restaurant or a store, it'll say max people is 100 people, 250 people. That's what, but you got Texas saying 100% capacity. It says Abbott delivered the exciting, quote unquote, exciting news during a speech to the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce on Tuesday, informing the assembled small business and community leaders that the mask mandate in place since July was no more. We must now do more to restore livelihoods and normalcy for Texans by opening Texas 100%, Abbott said in a statement on Tuesday, Texas Independence Day. Make no mistake, COVID-19 has not disappeared, but it is clear from the recoveries, vaccinations, reduced hospitalizations, and safe practices that Texans are using that state mandates are no longer needed. With this executive order, we're ensuring that all businesses and families in Texas have the freedom to determine their own destiny. If you want to, if you want to read this, you can pause it and read it. This is just what the governor of Texas said, I assume. It says the announcement that businesses would be permitted to operate at full capacity going forward doubtless came as a relief for those establishments struggling to return to full operation in the wake of one of the worst storms in Texas history. The snowstorm late last month took out power, heat, and other utilities to over 4 million Texans, killing dozens. And this video right here, I might play it before the video, before the lesson. Let's see how long it is.
For nearly a half
33 seconds. I might play that before. But it says Abbott was one of the later governors to impose a face covering requirement, waiting until July 2nd to demand residents wear masks and bars closed down. Tuesday saw 8,140 new cases of COVID-19 diagnosed in Texas, an average change of 18%. There was 129 deaths, also a decrease of 13% over 2 weeks, and some 5,611 people were hospitalized with the virus. If you want to read the rest, you can. But let's see to the next one. There was one I wanted to get Slacky, bear with me. Was this it? No. But you got the whole United States in a mask mandate, during the this COVID-19 pandemic. Then you're going to have the Democrats saying, you need to wear masks, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then you're going to have people outside of this saying, no, you don't need to wear that. You don't need to wear that. You got Democrats saying operate at 20% capacity, operate at 50% of capacity, 40% capacity, 60% capacity. Then you got Texas saying, okay, operate at 100% capacity. What do you think? You think the Democrats are okay with that? You think that the Democrats are saying, yeah, you do what you want? No, they want you to follow their rules. They want you to follow their shit. But that's just, Slacky, let me put this on. But that's just, you got people, what's that called? Satan divided against Satan. Let me bear with me. This is Matthew 12, verse 26. Let's see if we can get one more verse before that. Yeah, Matthew 12, verse 25. And Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So Satan is divided against Satan in this situation, man. You got the Texans saying, no, you don't need to wear masks all the time. Yes, operate 100% businesses, 100% operations. Then you got the Democrats, the leftists, and these other states saying, no, yes, we need to wear masks. No, don't operate at 100% capacity. That they're divided against itself, man. Why? Because this is an unrighteous kingdom. This is a wicked kingdom, man. In the king, I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but in the kingdom to come, led by Yahweh Shai, there's gonna be all rights, and we're not gonna be divided against each other, man. Everything's gonna be in righteousness. Everything is gonna be. We all gonna be in agreement, man. We all gonna be on one accord. But in this kingdom, in this unrighteous kingdom, Everybody's divided, man. You got the Republicans, you got the Democrats, you got the leftists, you got the rightists, you got the one saying yes to mask, you got the one saying no to mask. Like the other day, I was at Captivity, going through picking out at the grocery store, and you had these people saying, "Why is everybody wearing?" He didn't have a mask on. The Edomite dude walking around like he about 16, 17 years old, walking around saying, "Why is everybody wearing a mask, man? Why do you need a mask?" Trying to be, trying to get attention. But that's what it is, man. You got people who say don't wear a mask. You got people who say wear a mask. You got people who say take the vaccination. You got people who say don't take the vaccination. You're gonna have people divided against themselves because this is a wicked kingdom. Satan is divided against himself, man. That's what it is in this situation. And that's what the Democrats don't want, is a cancer. And this is a cancer, man. Texas is a cancer right now. Why? Why is Texas a cancer? When you get one cancer cell, man, that one cancer cell starts to spread to the other cells. And once it starts spreading to the other cells, that makes the other cells cancerous. And what's happening right now? Mississippi. And you see 8 hours ago from RT News, it says, it is time, Mississippi governor, to end mask mandate and lift all COVID-19 business restrictions following Texas's lead. This is not what the Democrats want. This is not what the leftists want. This is not what the government wants. They do not want people following each other's lead. They want the people and the governments and the governors and the people following their lead. They don't want them following each other's lead. And that's what's happening right here. It says Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves said he will soon axe the state's mask mandate and end all cocoa-related business restrictions, pointing to improved case and hospitalization numbers after Texas took a similar step. It says, starting tomorrow, we are lifting all of our county mask mandates, and businesses will be able to operate at full capacity without any state-imposed rules, Reeves said in a tweet on Tuesday. And there's a tweet right here if you want to screenshot it. And then here's the other one if you want to screenshot it. But that's what's happening, man. The people, the government, the higher-ups do not want the people following each other's lead. They want them following their lead. That's what's happening right now. Texas is that cancer cell and starting to spread, and that's called Satan divided against Satan, man. Kingdom divided against kingdom. People divided against kingdom. And this can lead to civil war, uprisings of the people. What happens when the government says, no, you can't end the mask mandate? No, you got to take the vaccine. What happens then? Uprising of the people, man. Let's see if we can find it. Slacky, bear with me. 2 Ezra 16 verse 70. This it? I don't think this is it. Maybe 15. Let me check 15 real quick. Bear with me. Slakia. Second Ezra 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among people, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you see that there's being sedition among men. The governors are not regarding, or they not caring about what their higher ups are saying. Mask mandate. You need to do this. You need to do that. And then you got the government saying, no, I don't need to do that. And that's just what's happening right now, man. But going back, it says the governor said he signed what I expect will be one of my last executive orders regarding COVID-19 on Tuesday, which will replace the restrictions currently in place with recommendations starting Wednesday, with the exception of a rule limiting indoor arenas to 50% capacity, as well as restrictions on K-12 schools. So that's what they're limiting. They limiting indoor arenas to 50% and restrictions on K-12. But he's still lifting restrictions on the businesses, man. Like restaurants. And let me say this: I was at Mississippi a couple months ago, and I was in a bar. Nobody was wearing masks, and it says right here. It says a sign reminding attendees to practice social distancing is seen at an entrance of the Mississippi State Fair in Jackson, Mississippi, October 7, 2020. She don't have no mask, man. They don't care. I was up there, and these people didn't care. They wasn't wearing no mask. They wasn't social distancing. There was no 50% capacity. There was no restrictions on people inside the place, man. And that's just what it is. But continuing on. It says right here, 6-week lockdown? Not on my watch. Mississippi governor vows to fight as Biden advisor floats nationwide COVID-19 shutdown. What's that right there? That's a script that I just read. Satan divide against Satan. Esau divided against Esau, man. If you want to read the rest, you can. But that's about all I'm going to get. But, I'm going to get this last scripture. Isaiah 24, verse 11. And it reads, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And that's what Texas and Mississippi and the states soon to follow is trying to do. They're trying to bring that mirth back. They're trying to bring that mirth back, that joy, that happiness, gladness. But it's not come back, man. It's gone. But, before I end it off, like give all praise, honor, and glory to his due to Yahweh by Simeon, Shabbat Shem, Kakadas, the bonus to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were on taught the truth, and Shalom to the hopeful like shout breath of life to four corner of the earth. I like to say birthday, Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Shem, Kakadas, for the spirit I'm to do this lesson, and the Lord willing is edifying to spirit to bite to the foe. Until next time, Shalom, Kwame Shala, and Baba Ba. Shalom.